Pitch me rolling.
All right, guys, welcome to Bad Brain Podcast. We've had a week. I wasn't able to make it Tuesday.
Well, obviously your son is already ruining the podcast.
Yes.
And he's not even born yet.
He's not even born yet, and he's already ruining everything. Yeah, we thought he was coming. We thought he was coming. He didn't come yet.
When's he expected?
So
due? I'm sorry.
He's due the 10th, but he's coming the 5th. We have a planned extraction for the 5th.
Extraction.
We have a plan set. What did they say? We have a plan set in place.
Yeah, we have a planned extraction to get him out the 5th. Yeah,
He's just too big.
I will say that I slept over there 2 nights in a row this week, and they're really not the most accommodating to like a guest.
It's not a 5-star welcome.
No, it's not. It's not like they're not accommodating because they're wicked nice. So don't get me wrong. It's just the sleeping arrangements for like the other person there, and maybe it's different because like you said that when you're actually in like labor and delivery, when you're in that like.
I had a bed.
The recovery room.
I had a full bed.
Yeah, I didn't have that. I had a chair that like leaned back.
You had a recliner.
Yeah, I basically had a recliner, but it's like hard plastic recliner. It's not like.
Do you think that at all, like this, like I know you're taking this upon yourself, like how it affected you and all that stuff? Like, do you think that you're taking?
Listen, if you're gonna be there for 36 hours, I need like a little comfort at the tail end of it.
You need that suck it up gene. You trying to act like you're going through more than your wife.
When
or your
did
fiance.
I say that I was though?
But I'm
just talking
tell.
about it now. I sucked it up.
What's her
I
name?
didn't
She
complain.
got surgery done to her, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to get into it, but she got surgery done to her, and then she sends a picture of you passed out on this recliner. He was fucking lights out, dude. I've never seen someone look more comfortable on this recliner.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw the picture.
Are you out of your mind,
He looked
dude?
so comfortable on this recliner. So he's complaining about something where he was in a different dimension.
I got 2 hours of sleep.
That's pretty fucking
Well,
good.
I mean, she photographed all of it. She was sending videos. You were asleep for hours. I was trying to call you for 3-4 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours of sleep I got.
You got way more than that.
Absolutely
You
not.
got from like, I mean, I texted you at 6:30 in the morning. I was like, hey, what's going on, podcast? I know that you're there. Like, we obviously have to cancel all
was
this
not
stuff.
6:30,
You didn't answer.
dude.
6:48. Let me look at it. I'll
You
look when
gotta
I
look it
texted
up.
you. The point is, you looked extremely comfortable. Like this is like you want to bring that to your house. So don't now you're
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
you're acting like
It's
you weren't
definitely
comfortable.
more comfortable than my king size bed for sure. 100%.
You have a king size bed?
100%. I have a king size bed. I don't fuck around.
I have a queen. I think it's sufficient.
Oh, this is us talking crap about Nico. Yeah, perfect.
Well, while you look at it, I did want to bring one thing up because I did.
6:46, big guy. What are we thinking about today? Are
What
you
time did
able
I
to
answer?
record?
What did you say that was?
9:29.
What
All
did
right,
you-
so maybe it was
What
3 hours.
did you say that was fire as a snack?
The freeze-dried crunchy worms.
They were so good.
What are they?
freeze-dried. Have you seen this new craze with like they're freeze-drying candy?
They like freeze drying everything.
They're freeze-drying everything. So those candy
Skittles.
worms, crunchy worms, that turn like these worms, the sour worms.
Yeah.
This is Justin saying it to me. I haven't tasted it.
They were wicked
Don't you
good.
think that like why is it even necessary to do that? Like why freeze dry them? Like why not
It's
just eat
just
them
a
regular?
new trend,
Just to stick with the trends.
but they're really good because they're like it's like they make like a chip out of it, kind of, because it's like you get that crunchiness to it.
Well,
It was really good.
I seen
I
lately.
like the chewy factor. I like to chew things.
I seen
Yeah.
lately that there's a girl locally that's doing fruit that's like frozen over with like I don't know.
Liquid
it looks,
nitrogen.
I don't know. It looks like
It's probably freeze dried.
Yeah,
no. It looks it's like makes it crunchy and like hard and everything.
it's freeze dried.
Okay, it
That's
might
what
be
they call
freeze dried. It
Does it
looks like
puff
it's
out?
No, I see what you, the one where they cook it in the sugar on like the pot on like the stove.
It
No,
looks like
that's
I can't.
crack.
it looks like fruit. It looks like a fruit roll-ups literally wrapped around the fruit, like grapes and shit.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't get your fucking dick hard on that. Wait, hold on a second. How far in were we with that? That's
Not
too
far
sweet.
enough.
30
Not far
seconds.
That's
enough.
too sweet.
Not
How
far
far in
enough.
are we, Jay?
How far?
4.5 minutes.
4.5. We made it 4.5. Listen, just to let you guys know, that 7-minute intro did not work whatsoever. Didn't work whatsoever.
Sometimes you have ideas that stick, people. Sometimes you have
It's so
ideas
funny
that
because
suck.
like us trying not to swear is like the worst ever.
It
I
sounds-
just said crap 5 minutes ago.
You did. I heard you say crap.
Yeah,
I said the
My
I said
blood pressure
I
went
can't
from
sound-
here to here.
Yeah.
I'm
just
gonna
trying not
I
to.
said the F bomb. Justin's eyes immediately went like this. I said, my bad. It's like, my
Oh,
bad.
did you? Did you
I
say
did.
it?
I did.
Oh,
It just
okay.
like happened to come out. I was like, that's pretty effing good. 2 hours.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
We're in YouTube jail. If
That's the issue here.
that's the consensus that
the
we're in
issue here is
YouTube
we're in
jail.
YouTube jail.
All I want someone to do is Epstein me. I don't like to feel like I'm in jail and I'm trapped. That's how I feel right now. I feel like we can't do shit. So we don't know what to do.
Just want to be yourself.
That's it. So we might have to legitimately think about
I might have to go to Patreon.
beeping it.
That's so annoying.
I know.
We could have to beep it.
Someone
or-
need to comes up with some type of system that you can load the first 7 to 10 minutes into some type of program, and it shits it back out with no swears. It just blanks them out. I don't want to hear beeps. I just want to hear blanks. That's what they need to do for YouTube. It's crazy that people don't do this.
I just wish somebody from YouTube would like just tell us.
They want
like,
people to
what
act like
direction-
themselves, though. They want people to act like themselves. Be individuals.
Well, they
Everyone's
really
allowed to be
don't. That's the
individuals.
thing.
I
They
can't be.
don't.
I can't be an individual with my hands tied behind my back. That's pretty tough. I can, but you know.
Well, you can't have, 3 white males from Boston.
You think that's what it is?
That's what it is.
Does it help that Nico's gay?
I don't think it's helping.
It's not helping.
Glad it's not helping because it's not accurate.
He's
but
gay and he's Asian, and it's just not helping.
Yeah, you're a Gaysian.
Yeah.
people telling me constantly like, "Oh, open your eyes. Are your eyes even open?" When I can see like completely fine. Is I don't know if it's like a superpower or it's just a deficiency in my face.
Maybe you have see-through eyelids that we don't know about, like that you don't even know. Like, do you see in your sleep?
You're a lizard.
Yeah. Are you a lizard? Can you see right now?
How many fingers you holding up? Are you holding up any fingers?
Are you gonna guess?
Well, are you holding up any fingers?
Yes.
2.
Wow, he got it right on the nose. So he can't see through those.
Wait, was it 2?
Slits.
Yes,
Yeah.
those slits he calls out.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. See-through eyelids. How about that? That's a new development. I told you I'm one step closer to a Marvel film right there.
I actually had a little, not really hypothetical. You both have worked in the service industry.
here we go.
This
Here
is like
we go.
Restaurant.
Restaurant talk. Turn it.
This is a
Fast
true
forward.
story.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
I mean, what do you want to talk
Hammer
about?
the button. Hammer it.
It's
Let's
like
go.
we talk
We're
about
here.
our
We're here. Let's
lives.
talk
We're
about
here.
it.
We talk about our
Let's talk
lives,
about it.
right? And that's like what
Okay.
we do for jobs. Like,
Let's hear
what
it.
do you want?
I want to hear it.
So last night we were slow. We weren't like they weren't beating the doors down by any means, right?
There wasn't a 3.5 page list.
No, not last night.
That shit's ridiculous.
It's crazy sometimes. So we have a couple. It's the end of the night. We're closed now.
Man and a woman.
No. 2 ladies.
Okay, so they're a couple.
I assume
Okay.
the way they were gabbing.
Did they order fish?
No.
Okay. That was later on.
Yeah, that was later.
Okay.
That was dessert later.
Yeah.
So I'm at table 2. They're at table 4. Is the next table over on 4 wall. Everybody is gone in this restaurant. Every single person, to the point where all the cooks are leaving. They're paid. They're not drinking anymore. They're paid, not
And so
drinking.
they're seeing people leave as they go.
They're watching all the busboys leave.
Yeah.
They're watching the other servers leave. They're watching the cooks leave. They're watching everybody in this place leave is gone. Now you have the busboy that needs to stay and clean their table sitting on the bench, and everybody's done.
Yep.
Why are you staying this long?
I mean, I think some people are just oblivious to life and they think the whole world surrounds around them.
Like,
Some
why
people-
are you staying this long?
I mean, I've gotten caught lost in it. And then when you see that when they're sweeping and doing stuff around, you're like, oh God, like, let's go to the next place. Like, who wants to be in an empty place, number one?
From being in the industry, if you never ever like Don't be exactly. Don't be that person last leave the party when everybody's already gone. Don't be the last person in a restaurant.
Don't. You're overstaying.
Yeah.
And it's fine if you're still drinking, you're eating dessert or whatever. Cool. I'm cool with that. But if you're just gonna have a conversation, go to a bar across the street.
Or go to your place.
There's bars everywhere. Go home. Do whatever you have to do that is not this right now. Because I want to leave at this point.
Right.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
Do you? I'm going to play a little devil's advocate.
Sure.
There. Do you feel at all that this is a little bit weird when you're someone that overstays their welcome? You'll come over my house and I'll start dropping hints I'm getting a little tired. It's 3, 4 in the morning.
You have never done that.
And I'm getting a little tired. I'll start fake yawning. And then you're just and then you just stay and stay
You've
and stay
never done
and
that.
stay. He's put out Christmas gifts with me for my kid. Dude, Santa Claus. He's been Santa Claus Jr. a lot of Christmas Eves because he just refuses to leave.
You mean the first
6
Christmas?
in the morning,
you mean the first Christmas from when I moved back from Florida and didn't spend any Christmases with my family for 6 years? You mean that time?
No, you've done it many times.
You mean that time?
That is
that
definitely
the
one
time?
of them. That's
Is that the
in
time you're
that's
talking
in
about?
one of the times. Yeah.
First of all, I grew up in that house, so my bedroom is your exercise room now. So is it overstaying your welcome staying in the house that you grew up in?
I'm just saying it doesn't matter if I'm having a party for his
your-
birthday, dude.
I'm sorry, but did you say it's his exercise room now?
Yeah.
That's an exercise room?
It's an exercise room. I
Yeah,
got
you
my
can see
tonal
that
in
he
there.
fucking
What do
uses
you,
it
Fucking
constantly.
shredded, dude. Shredded.
What's...
I'm gonna need those what's it called? It's back too, by the way.
you need
I might need
those?
those.
Weights.
They're actually nice. I do use those. Those didn't collect dust too long. It's periodic though. It's only on my days off.
So all I'm saying is you can try to poke jabs because you got something to say about everything. That's usually you. You like to give the opposite take, and that's okay.
I'm not getting I'm just
that's
saying
okay.
but
That's
you
okay.
overstay your welcome
That's
a lot.
okay. Noted.
Okay.
Noted. I will be the first one to leave now.
It just be you'll be leaving at 7:30.
7:30. Dinner. Thanks, guys. It was nice
It's like
seeing
Super
you.
Bowl. He's definitely gonna overstay his welcome. He's gonna go through all the stuff. It's gonna be 7 in the morning.
Dude.
He'll be thinking about leaving.
I'll never forget in the summertime we were at my buddy's place.
I wasn't even timeout. I'm sorry because we're in a heated argument right now.
I don't think it's heated.
Now
I
it's
wasn't
heated up.
even the last person to leave your house on Christmas Eve.
I wasn't.
This
So
year was
I-
first because
So I overstayed
Because
my welcome
your
when you had 2
fiancé-
other guests.
your fiance was pregnant. If your fiance wasn't pregnant, falling asleep on the couch, and
Was
I
this
had to
not the
tell
last-
you,
was
can
this
you
not the
take her
last
home?
time
I
I'd
feel
be-
bad for her.
Was this not the last time I'd be able to do it?
No.
Because you think I'm gonna be at your house with a that late with a newborn?
Oh, you putting you? Yeah, you'll be sleeping
No,
over.
That's crazy.
You'll be sleeping over, which
That's
is fine.
crazy.
I'd rather have you sleep over.
Crazy talk. So that's not overstaying my welcome.
You overstay your welcome. It's fine.
Okay. Noted. I didn't know you felt this way.
I just think it's the
I
pot
didn't
calling
know-
the kettle black.
I didn't know you
You
felt this
called
way.
this nice lesbian couple like they were scumbags, and then you're overstaying your welcome.
They are
everyone.
being scumbags because everybody's leaving. It's like if Chrissy walked out in her pajamas and was like, "Oh, I'm going to bed."
Oh,
It's
she
like,
she has went to bed. She has went to bed.
But I'm hanging out with you when we're drinking. So it's like, what are we talking about here? You're sitting there drinking with me.
yeah, but they're drinking with each other.
You're sitting there drinking. No, they weren't drinking. They were just having a conversation. They were done. Everybody was done.
So you think they just had no respect for other people?
0.
Okay.
Now you got my fucking goat.
And
He's so
Steve,
easy.
Steve has told me a couple stories about people on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, even not even a Thursday. It was more like a Wednesday. And he was these people would do anything not to leave. He even put on yodeling music and they start to yodel with the music. And it
I
was
love that.
That's even worse.
Well, that's the thing. You can't really go up to them and ask them and be like, "Hey, you kind of got to leave. We're
right.
locking
So
up."
he tried every other.
You
Even
can't
though
tell
bars
people
don't give a
that.
fuck.
No, bars,
You can't at a
lights,
restaurant.
see you later.
See ya, everyone, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's what he should do. Stop flicking the lights.
Yeah.
I think the lights probably. You said the lights.
Closing time.
He tried that. He tried
Yeah.
that one. Then he tried. Then it was that's not gonna work. So then he went straight to yodeling music, something obnoxious, and then they
probably loved it, dude.
They found it enticing. Just sing
Yeah.
along with it.
It's like
I
you
was
put
gonna
on
say.
their favorite
I was gonna
yodeling
say
song.
something else. I forget now. Justin, fuck.
Well, he interrupted you.
I know.
He got wicked upset over.
Well, because you just like to just say things to say them, and not because you mean it.
What was worse more than anything
It's
is
almost
like,
like maybe on 37 years on the earth, you'd learn how to deal with me. Maybe.
Working at that place in Melrose, for those people that are terrible, that family's terrible organization to work for. But regardless, the place, we have a fireplace, of course. People would just treat it like in Melrose, like that was like the after dark spot. They would just sit in front of the fireplace, no drinks, no nothing. Just wait for you have to wait.
Well, they wanted the ambiance.
Of course, because
Yeah.
they can't get the ambiance anywhere else. That's why I always hated it in the winters when working there.
Were they sitting in front of our fireplace? This couple? He's not even paying attention.
Not even.
He's reading some stupid text.
It's my mother's birthday. Shout out to my mom. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Auntie.
I called my mother this morning to ask about eggs, if I should add milk when making like scrambled egg. And she was like, yeah. She's like, you didn't call me to wish me happy birthday? I said,
You didn't know it was your mother's birthday?
no.
Damn.
I'll tell you right now, I felt incredibly bad for a few minutes after I hung up the phone.
I wish I can call my mother and tell her happy birthday.
Oh, right. Well,
But she's dead.
but she's no longer here, so I understand that. So
You didn't call her though?
I called my mother to ask about cooking eggs. I did not look at the day, did not know that it was her birthday. I'm very bad with that.
You
type
are
of stuff.
bad.
First of all, why are you calling your mother to ask about that? Like,
I always call my mother anything that has to cook. That's like that's kind of like our bond now.
that's the only thing that you talk about.
Really that. And like she asked me, hey, what's going on with work? But outside of that, like most of our conversation starts from like cooking or baking.
I have the secret ingredient to scrambled eggs, and it is strictly from The Sopranos.
Okay.
Do you know what it is? I will let you guess.
Ooh, good trivia question, Justin. What's the one special thing?
I will set the scene. Let me set the scene for you.
Okay.
Is it Ralphie? Is his name Ralphie?
Yeah, Ralphie.
With the horse?
Yeah.
Yes.
When the scene, spoiler alert, when he's never seen it, so
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. It's been out way long enough.
Yeah. Thanks.
Tony kills Ralphie in the kitchen.
Yes.
Ralphie's making scrambled eggs in the beginning of that scene. He tells him, I have the secret ingredient. You want some scrambled eggs?
I feel like I know this scene.
You know it.
Was it a cheese?
It's not a cheese.
I feel like it's something that's disgusting. Like it sounds like it would be gross.
Something you probably wouldn't think to
I've
put in
made it
eggs.
with it. It's delicious.
Sour cream?
It's sour cream.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
It is sour cream, and it's really good.
Sour
Fluffens it up.
cream.
Yeah, it fluffs it up nice, and it gives it like a nice little that sour cream tang to it. It's really good.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I made breakfast burritos this morning.
Did you?
That was
So did you add milk?
yes.
Do you know why you add milk?
No. Just added it.
So you get more fluffy eggs.
I'm gonna guess that's what.
Fluffy.
I'm gonna guess that's what.
You get them fluffy.
Yeah, fluffy egg. Yeah, I guess I figured that out once I started to see them.
So do you whisk your eggs or do you beat them with a fork?
I beat my shit.
You beat it.
We know you beat it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fork guy.
I
know
don't
you don't-
like
I know you
eggs
don't
at
beat it.
all. Eggs suck.
My
And
buddy,
that's an unpopular
You don't
take.
like eggs on
no,
anything?
No, a couple of my buddies don't like eggs. They don't like the texture of eggs. They don't like the taste of them.
I just think they're overrated. People get all jacked up about them. There's nothing good. Egg salad's the best thing an egg has to offer.
It's
Hard-boiled eggs,
It's
good.
an egg, dude. It's not a steak. It's an egg. Like, what? Oh, I like my eggs over easy. Oh, I like mine over hard.
Give me dropped eggs on toast, dude, all day.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
Watery ass fucking dropped eggs.
Give me eggs over medium, not over easy, not over hard. I want over medium.
So you don't want any yolk. I don't mind the yolk.
I like a yolk, but a little drip, like a little drip yolk. Not my whole plate's
don't want a
covered in
squirter.
yolk. Yeah, unfortunately.
You wanna
Give me
keep
the
that-
runny eggs, dude.
Unfortunately,
You have
for
that
my
with a
day.
squirter?
Yes.
Oh my god, what you do? Drop down a fucking top, dude?
Huh? It's
gotta
kinda-
change the sheets, bro.
It's.
She
that's
just
a
pissed
mess.
on your shit.
It's
That's
a
all
mess.
it is.
All in my mouth.
In your mouth,
Yeah.
and you tasted the piss.
Yeah.
Did it get you going?
Oh, it definitely got me fired up. I didn't realize though Squirt was pissed at a young age like that. So
So you're telling me you were with this girl and she just pissed everywhere right in your face. Did she let you know that she was a squirter beforehand?
yeah.
I was gonna say that's assault, brother.
No. This was I knew, but I just
You
didn't
knew.
know. I didn't know when the time would arrive.
Yeah, but it's not like actual piss.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
Contains
dude.
urine. It's
Have
like
you ever
90%.
been with a squirter?
No,
So
no,
then you
I
don't
don't
know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you
It's
that
not.
they've done scientific studies on it.
I don't
It's
care
urine.
what they say.
Okay.
There's traces of urine in it. It's
No, it's the opposite.
Okay. It's the opposite. So what is
It's
the traces of
90%
what?
urine and traces of fucking female wax candle melt or whatever the fuck they fucking excrete.
You just say things to say them.
It's
I think.
100% accurate, isn't it, Jay Fine?
I think you're right.
I know
I
I'm
don't
right.
know for a fact, but I think you're right.
yeah, you might not want to put that in your Google search. but-
Squirting
yeah. What is the?
is pee.
Yeah, I will say that I've seen it happen, and it's not like a normal pee. So I
No,
don't
it's
know what
definitely not.
It's
It
not.
doesn't
Someone
occur
just
like
did
a
this
normal
thing.
pee.
Someone's
Yeah.
saying
Someone
it's
did.
not.
Because
Someone's
it's not.
saying it is.
You just said the dumbest shit. You
No,
just
they
put-
just 1,000%. A Japanese company, I can guarantee this, did this like 6 months ago. They did a study on it.
Yeah, they also drink baby blood. So
This happened to me earlier on in my wild times. I think it happened around probably being like 20, 21. So
yeah,
it's a fun time, good time.
it's a good time.
It's a surprise. It's a good surprise.
What else did you have while he's looking squirrely?
My brother's fucking making a podcast.
It's a mix of urine and secretions is ejected during an orgasm in a person with a vulva. That's the actual
Awesome.
thing.
That's great.
It's viscous.
I'm trying to get a percentage of what is what.
My
Yeah,
brother's,
so your
my
brother,
brother's coming out with a podcast.
your brother has posted. I'm so happy I get to start my first podcast. Like I why are you laughing, Jay? Fine.
He's finally able to get into this
He's
medium.
like, I'm finally able to dip my toe in this medium, have my first podcast. Like,
I just want a microphone in front of me so I could talk for endless hours about nonsense and say little colloquies like whatchamacallit, how
Yeah.
you doing, every
Do you
little
know
thing.
what I mean?
What do you mean?
You know what I'm
your
saying?
favorite thing that
You
he
see
loves
what
to
I
say.
mean?
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Know what
I'm
I'm
saying?
Know what
No,
I'm
that's
saying?
what it is. Know what I mean?
So, yes, this I saw this and I immediately wanted to kill myself because this is obviously not his first podcast. This would be his third, not his first, because he did that with Tommy, and they did what, like 3-4 episodes?
No, eight episodes.
Okay, they did 8 episodes.
What was it called? Mass Live?
Mass appeal.
Mass appeal.
Mass
It
appeal.
was
Yeah,
mass appeal.
Jay Fine would know how many
I can definitely
podcasts.
vouch there was multiple in the pipeline.
Multiple in the pipeline.
No, this
Speaking
might-
from the own
This could
producer.
legitimately
I would
be
say
his fourth.
because he did
The
Late
live
Night
one.
Live.
He did the live one. So this is his 4th podcast now. Not first, not second, not third, but 4th. It's
like-
first one. Let's give you the podcast timeline. Let's do it.
Do it.
So we're talking about it. We're going to do it.
That we know of.
That we know of. Tommy, he did one with Tommy Garino. 8 episodes. Tommy was like, this kid's a fucking weirdo. I'm getting out of here.
Basically, probably.
That's pretty much what happened.
Probably, yeah.
Podcast number 1.
Yeah.
Podcast number 2. Hey guys, you guys want to come do the podcast? Want to do an episode? Yeah, we'll do it. We did our first episode
Yeah.
with him coming onto his podcast. Guys, I love the chemistry. It was so much fun. Let's do this. Like, I want to do this. Let's do it.
That
so we
created
started
Bad Brain.
doing it. We created Bad Brain, right?
Yep.
The podcast we are on.
I'm with
right
you on the
this
timeline.
Very fucking second.
Yes.
Cut to maybe 25 episodes in. Maybe.
Well, no, I'd
Could be
say in the
late
middle,
third.
he started to do the live podcast.
Okay,
Then he
yes.
started to try to book his own guests and do his own.
Yes. So
He tried
during
to
our
sneak
podcast,
away, I would say.
our podcast, he was doing a live podcast at a restaurant, filming whatever. Okay, cool. Now, the first time he tried to have his own guest, hey guys, I'm gonna have a guest on. The dude from Boys Like Girls, like it's gonna be awesome, blah blah blah. I'm gonna interview him by myself.
Yes.
You guys are not going to be a part of this. Oh, okay. I thought we were like a team. This was like our podcast, blah, blah, blah. So he was already trying to like sneak away, whatever. Then me and him get in a huge fight because of the wrestling video. Sabs caught on camera a cop getting blasted in the face at WWE.
Someone came in his face.
No, I punched him.
Oh, okay.
I sent it to our Bad Brain podcast fucking Instagram.
Yes.
He posted it on his personal, whatever. Water under the bridge. It is what it is. I went off on him. He didn't show up the next week. Didn't show up the week after that. Well, we were still doing the episodes. He then takes to his Instagram account. Hey guys, I just want to let everybody know I'm stepping down from Bad Brain Podcast. They're my family. Still watch them. They're great, but it's just not right for me anymore.
You're missing I think a big, huge chunk of this.
Okay.
Because when we started the podcast, Marc Lewis had maybe 4,000 followers on Instagram.
Yes.
So in this time where there's some dissension between us, he blew up overnight, essentially. Not overnight. I mean, he's been doing it for 11 straight years, posting consistently. You got to give about Marc, is he's been consistent.
I'll give him that, but I will say we're almost to the point where he was when we started.
I guess, yeah.
In 1 year, not 11.
So we need to go another year, is what you're saying, to get to his level?
I'm just saying.
Okay. I'm not going to take away from Marc, because Justin's trying to do that. I'm not going to do that. I do think that as soon as he got a little taste of that fame, I guess you could say, where he decided to leave this podcast behind.
I'd say more recognition.
Yes, more recognition. And he wanted to be more about himself.
Yes, I would say that
I don't think he's the greatest team player.
He did not want to share any spotlight.
He is not a great. He knows I'm the superior brother. I understand that.
He just didn't want to share any spotlight, and I get it, and that's fine. You worked hard on it. You're finally starting to blow, and you're like, well, I'm not going to let these idiots drag me down. That was probably his thought process. And I get it, because we are idiots, and we probably would have. So that's fine.
Yes.
Probably would have blew a deal for him.
And that's fine. Well, because we can't just not say cunt. Like, we just can't do it. So,
I understand.
That's
sorry. I guess that's, now thinking about it, that's probably why.
He hits his Instagram up. He doesn't tell us that he's leaving.
Yeah, that was.
He announced it to the world, and that's how we found out, which was like, cool, dude. All right, I guess you're a loser. That's fine.
I guess you're a cunt.
Yeah, I guess you are a cunt. So then he's like, I'm going to be starting my own podcast, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he said that. This is maybe over a year ago.
Over a year ago. We're still waiting for that first episode to come.
It's coming.
Yeah. Now, did he have no other podcast since then? He has come back as a guest, but no.
No.
So now he takes the Instagram again. He's starting his own podcast. This was like yesterday. This is going to be my first podcast. Like, I'm already counting 4, buddy. Like, I will set the record straight. I don't care.
He's done a few podcasts. He's probably done 4.
So, like, stop. Just stop. Stop acting like
I think all he had to say in the thing would be, my opinion, would just be like, hey, I'm getting back into podcasting. Can't wait. I've been missing out for a long time of doing it. I'm glad to
Congratulations.
be doing it again.
Thanks.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Thank God I got my glasses on.
Bling
I see.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Where's the projector?
I guess you.
Yeah, so basically, I find it a little annoying. It is what it is. I think he left us high and dry, and that's fine. We're still doing our own thing.
Now, we got to couple that with him pissing us off. Well, not really pissing me off. I thought it was funny. I just wrote about time on it because it is about time he started a podcast.
Yeah, it's about time.
He needs to do that medium. I agree. I think everyone should have their hands in everything.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be a guest on his podcast. That's all. That's the only
You're
thing I'm
never
thinking.
gonna be
I'm
a
going to be a
guest
guest
on
on everyone's podcast. That's my thing. Free agent guys. You got a podcast. You got a podcast with 6 followers. I'm on it.
I will never ever be invited on that podcast. I probably won't even be.
How do you feel though, Nick, about this new thing that's popping up? It seems like it's coming. There's going to be an announcement soon of Marc Lewis signing with your enemy, your sworn enemy, Nutrimills. Like, how do you feel deep down inside that that's probably going to be happening, that he's going to be like their brand ambassador? And if you look at the socials, it seems like they've been playing fuck for a while, and now it's officially happening. Most likely,
again, you can't write a script any better than the comparison of the two. Like I said, me and Marco, our relationship as brothers is the exact identical relationship that Logan and Jake have. Jake, it's Logan has a company literally with Jake's arch nemesis, like the kid KSI, like hates him to the bone, wants to beat his face in, but that's Logan's best friend, and that's like his best business partner.
I didn't even know that.
And that's what they're in on. Yeah. So all the more now that you look at it, now Mark wants to team up with fucking the Newt losers. They go, by all means, have a blast.
Do you
I don't
think
care
that?
at all.
Do you at all see any fault of your own on this situation, or no?
No. In what way? What do you mean?
All right, so you got friends that own other companies, right? You got really good friends that might be in construction, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if you just put up on your thing that this company sucks at construction. They can't build a building.
I would never do that to my boy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if he looked at you as his boy, this kid Valentino,
Never, ever, once for 2 seconds. Never had that close of a relationship. Knew each other pretty well, but not like that.
so you guys are hanging out in the clubs, and he, assuming you guys are friends, you see him out, you're dapping him up in the club, right?
Yeah.
Then you go online and you drop that his Nutrimale system is going to kill you. It's going to poison you. It's dog food. You wouldn't feed it to your dogs.
I probably wouldn't feed it to my dogs. I haven't said any of that publicly, but I wouldn't.
I thought that's what you put up on your thing. I wouldn't feed it to my dogs. That's what you said.
Yeah, you kind of went in.
You went in you went in the last time we were on here that
You
it's trash food.
You went in. You went in for sure.
No, I think that it is trash food for sure. I've like
Did
I said,
this
I've already,
person? Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did this person like help you out at all in anything in your life before?
yeah, he helped me out once, like huge.
So, where's the animosity from? Did he fuck you?
No, definitely didn't fuck me. He helped me once when I was 22 years old in Storyville. He picked up the duration of the tab when everybody else left my table and didn't pitch in for the table. They wanted to put me, whatever. They do anything they can to kind of like scare somebody. So we're going to hold you. We're going to call the cops, this and that. He took care of it. Again, thanked him numerous amounts of times, seen each other probably.
So he helped you out.
Probably 100 times, probably seen it 100
You're
times.
making yourself look way worse, Nico.
Not really, dude. Because listen, one time, right? That's
he bailed
fantastic.
you out with money, was a good friend to you. That's a good friend to just pay your bill. When you were stuck.
It definitely was. Again, I don't know the exact amount, whatever it was, but I know that I think he said that he helped he eased that situation. That's how I got out of it. Outside of that, I've always kept it kosher. Like with them, again, it's not like we hit each other up separately outside of the world at all. I happened to mention to a girl that I didn't like Nutrimale, and it wasn't I just didn't like the product. Now, it's like if somebody was coming to La Familia, like,
Yeah, it's plenty of people don't like it. I get it.
It happens, bro. It happens all over the place. People don't like certain things you think that are great.
So he got.
But you put no. You put it online. You put a post online that me and my mother got sick from Nutrimales, and he inboxed you. That's the story.
No, it's not the story.
That's
You're
the
wrong.
story you told us on the
Yeah, that's what
podcast.
you said
That's
on the
not.
podcast.
You're mixing it up.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Because if you were to go back to the story, that's originally that's not how it happened.
Well, I'm just telling you how you told us. We didn't know about it.
I messaged I'm seeing a girl post Nutri-Meals on her story. I swiped up on it and I was like, I don't know how you eat that. It got me and my mother sick. And then the next message after she replied says, oh, well, I really like these. I was like, oh, I really don't. I don't think they're good at all. I think they suck. That was then screenshotted, sent to him. He then came into my inbox playing, like I'm dumb, and then tried to turn on the tough guy act. And that's never going to work. So that's how that whole thing started.
Yeah, but
I've never once taken a Nutri post, put it on my story, and say this is dog shit.
I honestly feel like that's worse. You trying to fucking fuck some girl on your fucking socials and talk shit about someone else's product. I'd rather have you just put it on your story like a man.
I mean,
You were trying to get in this girl's fucking pants by shitting on the Nutrimales?
no, I wouldn't.
You were
say
trying to fuck this girl.
I've already had my piece with the girl. So
Let me ask you this.
It didn't really help or decline.
Let me ask you this question. Was he actually coming at you sideways, or are you misinterpreting the conversation that he said? Because sometimes you can do that. Sometimes it's hard. It's not only you. Sometimes it's hard to read somebody's message and understand their tone that they're trying to come across.
I know, but Justin, when they go, oh, hey, Nico, the big TikTok media guy, how's the whole content creation? How's the limelight treating you? I know when someone's talking to me like I'm
So
stupid.
he was being demeaning.
Well, however it is, like trying to
Okay.
like just basically talk.
But I mean, like this kid bailed you out of something. He was a good kid to you personally.
Years prior.
And you're talking shit about his company. So you could see where this kid's come from and be like, what the fuck's your problem? Like after what I've done for you, and he has done
and
something
I explained myself thoroughly. So I don't really know what else you're really reaching for.
Sometimes, and I will say this, if somebody like lends their hand out to you and they pull you up on the boat, and then they start like a fucking t-shirt company or whatever, and it's like no one's saying you have to buy the t-shirt, and maybe you didn't like the t-shirt, but like just don't say anything. That's all.
Sure, definitely. Could definitely have not have said anything. I mean,
The best thing you can do is not put money in his pocket and buy the product.
Yeah, regardless of all that, right? Like, am I saying what I did was like the grade A move? No, obviously not. But like, did I say what I said, and did I mean what I say? Yeah, I mean,
yes, but I'm telling you to look at it from his perspective. Like, hey, like I helped this kid out. Like, now you're talking shit about what I'm doing.
Sure,
it's
but like
dude,
the
what are you, an
conversation,
asshole?
the conversation didn't really stem like that. It went straight into like animosity
got
and
pissed.
like
He
bringing the
pissed,
heat.
dude,
So
because
you want
that's
All right,
what
fine.
people
I
do.
think that
He
he's
got
a little.
pissed.
I think he's a little soft. I wouldn't have probably went there. I would have just saw you in public and be like, "Don't shake my fucking hand, you loser." Like that's probably what I would have said to you in public.
Yeah, in which that's never happened.
And then, but I think he went a little soft, and I think you should show a little more respect for your friends. That's my opinion, or at least people that you're friendly with. Like I'm not gonna go shit on other people's shit.
Right. You're not going to go shit on somebody else's restaurant, even if you think that they have bad food.
Yeah,
Type deal.
yeah, I would never do that.
I just won't go there.
Yeah,
Right.
That's how you show them. You just don't give them any money if it sucks.
Yeah. I mean, again, yeah. I guess that's I guess the way to go about it. I went about it a little differently.
So but I just love this beef, and like I want it to grow. So how are we gonna like?
It's been
get this-
dead. It's been dead for.
I don't know.
it's
You're still getting mad about it.
You're,
So it's like,
you're asking. You all you're doing is asking. I'm explaining to you the situation. I'm not mad
But
about.
now
I'm
your
mad
brother
about
is going to be
zero.
the representation of this
Of
brand.
this brand.
So
Yeah.
but now your brother's the representation of this brand.
Super excited.
would you fight Valentino at like Kings of Combat? Or
I know that's like what the clip you've been searching for, and yeah, your answer is yeah. I would. I absolutely would, but like that's so outlandish
why is it outlandish?
because
He's
you-
in shape. He looks like an in shape.
Because
kid.
you're totally you're taking it to you're trying to like rekindle it, like you just said, and it's
we're
been
bringing it up. You hate you hate them. You hate the meals. You said you wouldn't feed it to your dog.
I said that
You're
the meal
mad
suck, and I
Marco's
wouldn't.
doing it.
I'm not mad that Marco's doing it. I
You
didn't say
consider
that.
him. He's your KSI. You hate him. This is what you said. You brought this. You brought
You
KSI
did
in.
make the comparison to KSI, how he hates him.
Yeah. So you're saying that there's still something going on there. So are you willing to fight him at a rough and rowdy or a combat, Kings of Combat?
I've thought about this 9,000 times over, and the answer is yes. I definitely would. Would I ever see that would be any
Why
type
would
of
he-
solution?
but
Or
why would he fight you? Like-
why would we do that?
Well,
Yeah,
it's-
no
it's
shit.
like punching down, I
No,
think. Right?
again, no kidding. Like why? That's all fantastical bullshit. At the end of the day, that's that's stuff that crosses your mind, and then after 30 seconds, you're like, yeah, that's ridiculous. It's a crazy, ridiculous idea. And which it does like nothing for anybody.
So if you seen him at a place, you just seen him somewhere.
I'm not gonna.
You ain't going up to him.
He ain't coming up to me. I ain't going up to him.
That's it.
And it just should be zero to minimal any type of engagement.
So you had
Let's say he
somebody that stuck up for you, paid the tab so you didn't get beat the fuck up by whoever else was there or whatever was going to happen or no cops called to now you won't even fucking look at each other and you don't see anything wrong with that?
Listen, the way that I look at it is like, yeah, I made a comment about your stuff sucking. Does that make you like completely entitled to try and come into my inbox and try and like threaten me or like to be demeaning or talk down to me. And
I think it does.
Think that you're the heartbeat of the city of Boston, and
I think he is, and I think it does.
And I can't walk a step in the city
I
without
think
his permission.
he's not realizing that
I
he
mean,
threw a punch first. Is that what he said? You couldn't walk in the city without his permission?
that's basically in the consensus of the messages was like, oh, watch how you go type thing, and no one's ever gonna tell me how to do that. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Oh, so you're telling me he threatened you like that?
So,
Like he was
of course he did. Of course he came with that type of energy as it started. As I basically, all I was responding in the messages, I was like, I don't know what you're trying to get out of me. If you're trying to get like a sorry, you're never gonna get a sorry.
You have the messages. It would be nice to actually read the messages to see
He
like
probably
how much is
deleted
bullshit.
those long ago.
I don't even know if I have them, but I might if I look back fucking 5 years ago.
You
4
can't
years
just
ago.
search them in your inbox.
Probably could.
Who keeps DMs from 5 years ago?
They would be on my phone if I didn't delete them. I assume.
I
in my inbox.
never delete them. You delete your.
You've had
DMs?
Instagram for 1 year.
I get it, but my point is not even. Way bigger growth than Marco in 1 year. Way bigger growth.
What a sin.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm trying to culture this into a fight.
You're trying to become Don King.
Yes, I would like
know.
to see
I
you two fight.
understand that.
I think you got a bigger problem than you think that you can handle.
I don't think I do.
Okay, I think it's a bigger problem than you think.
I know that you know how to get me
But
going.
I will say that,
understand
like, if somebody said to me, like, "Oh, you better not show your face around here," blah 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 blah, the first thing I'm doing is going there. This is the first thing I'm doing.
I don't. I pay it no mind.
I have this problem where I don't care, like, how big you are, how jacked you are, how tough you are. Like, I don't care. You might kill me, but I will fight you. I have this problem, me personally.
I think
I don't think
if you're willing to fight, you're already ahead of like 90% of America. If you're willing to fight, you're already. So that's why like bullies will try to just.
Yeah.
They ain't even trying to fight, dude. They're just trying.
They're just trying to bully. I know
There's
that
only like
seems
10%
stupid,
of
but
people that will actually fight. So.
Yeah.
As long as you're willing to fight.
Put me in a hospital.
Just like in boxing, like when training in boxing and all that, not to say like, oh, train box or whatever. Literally did it for 4 months. But like learning anything, dude, you understand, and Al, you would understand, Justin, anybody being in a scrap. You get hit in the face, there's two reactions that a person does. It's either you cower or you go forward. Like you even get more mad.
Of course.
And me, I bite down on my tongue. I get mad. So like that's why it's like, to your point, that's the difference in the 90% to 10% of people, like you said.
I mean, is there anything worse than a bully, though?
I hate bullies, man. I hate
trying
them.
to cover up that grass stain you have on that fucking Robin Big shirt.
You like
It's
that?
like, what were you doing in this shirt that you have a fucking grass
Do
stain?
you know how
I was
old-
waiting how long to see because you made a comment about my knuckles when I made the cookies that time. and I could notice that. And I was
I've
like,
been watching it the whole time. He's been touching it too.
I've
Like,
seen it. I
Do
can
you
just
know
see
how
it.
old this hoodie is, dude?
I can just see it.
I bought this in 2007.
yeah, but it's not like Tide Sticks didn't like
2008?
exist.
2007, dude.
What did you do in the grass? That's my question.
You play some football.
I have owned this since 2007. Do you think I remember where that grass stain came from? I don't remember what I ate for lunch 2 days ago. What a ridiculous question.
I mean, you came in and you were like, please, someone compliment me on my sweatshirt.
That's exactly how I said
That's
it.
exactly
You're
what he
right.
said.
And then the
didn't he?
compliment you got is, how about that grass thing?
Yeah, that's exactly how I said it. I said, when's the last time you seen a big black hoodie?
R.I.P. Big Black.
R.I.P. Big Black.
What was his first name?
Well, you thought this was
No, I obviously knew what
the
it
fuck?
was.
Earl
but
Boykins? Is that right? Earl Boykins?
that's a point guard from the NBA.
No, dude.
Earl, go ahead. Look it up.
Big black.
Speaking of point guards in the NBA, did you see?
Christopher Boykin.
Okay, you were
I was close.
Earl Boykins is a point guard in the NBA.
Is he still?
Nope, he's probably dead too.
I don't even know who he is.
How do we feel about? I hate talking about sports, but how do we feel about the state of the Patriots right now?
So Gerard Mayo just had his presser yesterday.
We have not been on since Bill's been fired, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
So Bill was fired 2 days after our last episode.
I think it was a mutual parting. I'm not going to call it a firing.
He got fired, dude.
He didn't get fired.
when
got
you
fired.
mutually agree to part ways, that's a nice way of saying you're fired.
Maybe a
That's-
nice way, but this is what people that actually have respect for each other, they do things respectfully. They don't just go and trash people on social media like some people. So there's some type of mutual respect between these two human beings, Bill and Robert Kraft. So they said they mutually parted ways. You can call it a firing, but it actually isn't a firing. It could be a resignation.
A lot of people.
He got fired.
Yeah, a lot of people are just saying that
He still
Robert,
had
the way
one
that
more year
Robert,
on his contract.
that Robert's still. You're right.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You can resign when you have
He
1 year
didn't
on a contract.
resign. He's going to go play somewhere else.
And now,
But resign doesn't mean retire. It just means you quit from that position.
He quit before he got fired. That's what do you want?
That's fine. He quit before he fired.
And now, currently, he is on. Whether it was yesterday or the day before. He's on his second interview with the Atlanta Falcons. Mike McCarthy and Nick Sirianni look like they're going to be holding their jobs. Everybody, obviously, after watching Dallas Cowboys get debacled by the Packers.
But why do you think he wants to go to Atlanta? Just because of the weather?
It might be a mix of everything, but I feel like they have some good offensive pieces. They have a half decent defense. They have absolutely no quarterback.
You're
No
going
quarterback.
right back to the same situation.
I think that that's a situation that Bill wants to be in. Me and Al were talking about this. And if he's talking to Arthur Blank, it's definitely about control. Yeah. And that might be a place right there in Atlanta where he can take the most control.
Do you think that Jimmy G goes there or someone like that that's been in his system?
Are you talking about someone serviceable? Someone that he's familiar with?
Yes.
He should get somebody.
Sure. Yeah. He definitely
Don't
could do
go
that.
quarterback at
but
8.
He's got the number 8 pick again. He is the number 8 overall
He's
pick.
got the tight end.
Yep.
He's got the running back.
And he's got one wide receiver at least.
I like Drake London a lot. He just wasn't used right.
I think Drake London actually had probably his best year yet, and he had all shitty quarterback play.
Watch Kirk Cousins
John
go
was
over there.
John was there as well, right?
Yeah, Jono. Yep.
So he has that rapport as well.
I don't think at all that he should go to the Falcons, but he might. It seems like he's going.
What team would you want to see him go to?
I think that the two teams that should have took Bill, they already made a mistake, and so they're staying with their guys. I think it should have went the Cowboys or the Eagles. I think they fucked up.
Yeah, I agree.
They're both loser franchises. That's why they'll stay losing franchises. You know.
I think Cowboys. I would say first, Eagles second.
I thought initially it was Cowboys for sure. Think that would have made the most sense, but since they're making the stupidest decision and keeping that fat flubber face moron.
Oh, he's so bad.
He's so bad. It's like I don't
Especially
even know.
mention Bill with that defense because their defense is really
Cowboys.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Their team structured as is fucking good. I just think it's so funny that they just throw up on themselves.
They probably just didn't have enough money to pay him, even though it doesn't even affect your salary. They could give Bill
They could
50
give him
mil.
fucking 50.
I don't think that Jerry Jones and Bill Belichick can coexist with each other. That would be my
I think
opinion.
it's way too much.
Jerry Jones wants to be involved in every fucking decision.
Yep.
Bill Belichick's like, listen,
I'm involved in every fucking decision.
yes, I don't. Those two
It's just
things.
two egos.
They would never be able to like come to right. Like Al said, there would already be a fight, like an
He's
argument.
legitimately the only fucking owner that doesn't interview immediately after game time. It's all about Jerry Jones. And I used to be a Cowboys fan back in the day. Love my Emmitt Smith, dude.
Are you saying like Jerry Jones is the only?
He's the first person that gets interviewed
After
by the
a
media.
game.
After the game.
Yeah, he's the only owner ever.
Yes.
Like no, you don't. No other owners
goes
ever
to-
even talk.
yes.
No, you're not even. Some of them aren't even at the games.
He would suit up if he could.
Probably. I just think it's so funny that
I think
Jerry
he just
Jones
loves
talks.
like being in control of black people.
Jerry
That's what I think.
Jones
Probably
talks.
what
I'm
it
dead
is.
serious.
Jerry Jones talks about like his death. It's so funny because he's like, I'm trying to win a Super Bowl while I'm still alive. Like that's always the thing that he references. So
Yeah.
it's like this guy, like, you know, when people talk about retirement,
dying, dude.
like, so, you know, like that's in like, you know,
Speaking
every
of dying, did you see Jim Irsay fucking overdosed in like December? They kind of kept it under wraps.
Who?
They went to Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts.
Oh, no.
They found him like unresponsive in his bed. They had a fucking Narcan him.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because he fucking gets it in.
He's
Irsay.
been having some
he's
trouble.
actually on my list of people I'd want to hang out with as an owner.
He's been in some trouble now, though.
Yeah, he gets in trouble.
Where
But
do
he
you think,
parties,
where do
dude.
you think Vrabel lands?
That's a good dude. He's
Be like a DC
it's
or
a
head
solid
coach
coach.
again?
Nah, I think when you've been a coach for multiple years, he's been a head coach now, what, for 6 years?
Doesn't matter. They go back and forth.
Yeah.
You
They-
still
I think I could see him being the DC for what's it
Dan-
called? What's that place in Philadelphia?
Well, Dan Quinn,
Yeah.
Dan Quinn's now going to go somewhere as well. They've been.
He's the DC for
Seattle's
Cowboy.
open.
I was just gonna say. I think
What about
he'll go to
Seattle's
open?
I think
Seattle
that's
ain't
where
bad.
He could go to Seattle, or Dan Quinn could go back to Seattle and be the head coach. That's where Dan Quinn started with the Legion of Boom.
Is Pete retired?
He's gone.
Pete's gone. I don't think he gets
But
in.
is he retired?
I don't think he. I don't know. I don't think he comes back. Saban retired. We also. Wow. Let's mention that the big three. You got Bill, mutually parted ways, aka you got fucking fired. The day before or the next day.
It was the day
Saban retired.
No, it
Day
was the day
before
before
Saban
Saban
retired.
The day before Saban retired. Unbelievable. Nick Saban. Unbelievable. 7 national championships, 11 SEC championships. GOAT of college football
Yeah,
by
the
far.
NIL is undefeated against Nick Saban. He lost because of the NIL.
You think so?
Yeah, I think because
Didn't
people
he
are going to different
produce like
schools.
the most quarterbacks? Did he produce the most quarterbacks?
Yeah, he got the record for everything.
He's got
College football is not going to be as exciting with him not being all
in it.
grumpy, dude.
Yeah.
his freakouts are awesome.
Legendary, yeah.
He fucking lets it go on people. The way that he talks to the media is the way that I wish Bill talked to the media. I already like how Gerard Mayo talks to the media. He shows a little bit of personality, actually gives you some type of response, gives you a little bit of notion of what's actually going on. I get it. I get everybody has their styles before fucking Al jumps down my throat about Bill Belichick because Al just graces Bill Belichick high and low. But so I just saying,
I think you should put respect on his name.
there's respect. There's respect there.
That's all I'm asking
I've been
for.
getting comments all the time, Nico. You're unappreciative.
You are unappreciative.
You're not.
Look what you
you're
did to
not-
the Nutramail guy.
You're not really looking at.
Fucking took you out of fucking jail essentially, or getting his fucking head caved in. Kid fucking took
And
him
then you
out.
shit all over
saved
him.
his life from a fucking burning building, and he fucking shits on him.
Shit's all over him.
And
You don't got respect for that. You got respect for nothing.
I can't take this seriously, dude.
It's true though.
Shut the fuck up.
And
Let it
can you believe
go.
Gerard Mayo's 37, dude? Like he's like our age.
That's great, dude. That's he's
Yeah.
just honestly.
I'm
crazy.
36.
So just think about Al. Al
coach
right
the
now
Patriots.
is coaching flag football 1 year in advance, coaching the Patriots.
Yeah.
That is young. That is very young. That's
It's very
crazy
young.
to look at.
He's
That's
still not the youngest though.
He is the
No, he
young.
is now.
Is he now the
He
youngest?
is now
now he
officially
is.
the youngest
Okay.
head coach ever. They
Not
haven't
ever.
put
Not ever.
No,
He beat
currently.
Sean McVay.
Current.
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 Yeah,
Sean McVay
currently,
got. He was like 33 or 34 when
But
he became
he's only like 2 months younger than McVay.
Okay, all right. Sorry. So
He's younger by 2 months.
actively,
Like,
currently
fuck off.
the
Actively
youngest,
the youngest,
the
yeah.
youngest coach. Listen, we'll see. Al's right because now all the mocks are coming out. The latest mock draft has us taking Jaden Daniels at number 3.
They're taking a quarterback.
Al's really got it beat in my head that they're taking a quarterback, and it makes all the sense for the new head coach. You at least, like we just seen, you get 3 years.
So we're gonna end up with Marvin Harrison. You think?
No, we're
That's
gonna end up
literally
with a,
that's just it's literally just not what I just said.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like they're gonna do the exact opposite of what we
I would
I
love
think
that.
I
But
think
no, they're
I
not
would
going
love
to.
that. We would all love that. I think everybody in this room would like Marvin Harrison.
I like Marvin Harrison.
And I would like to go sign a bridge quarterback or
too.
draft a quarterback somewhere second, third, fourth, whatever.
I agree with you.
Yes, I agree, Daz. That's what we want.
The big question is, would you have rather option A, Marvin Harrison and someone like Michael Penix in the second or third, or would you just rather have Jaden Daniels? I'm going with option A. I'm going to take the receiver and the middle of the road quarterback.
It's not even a question.
I agree.
That's what
with
you're
you.
doing.
I do love Jaden Daniels, though. I think he's sneaky going to be the best quarterback in this draft. I'm
And
not
then-
a Bo Nix guy. I'm not a fucking.
That just is what worries me. Is like not only that you're saying that, Jay Fine, a lot of people are saying that. A lot of the professionals are saying that Jaden Daniels, by any chance, actually could be overlooked by the Caleb Williams and the Drake Mays of the world,
I get
and
right.
that he could actually be the
I
one
think
that
Caleb
comes out of this
Williams
draft.
is a scumbag. I
I know
already
you
don't
don't.
like him.
I know you
I just
already
don't
don't
like
like him. I know you don't like the vibe.
Did you check in with the father to see if he'll play for the Patriots? So that you need to call up the father. That
I
should be
didn't
your
see
job
that,
this
but I
week.
did
Yeah, you
see
got-
like him being like, "I'm definitely not gonna play for the Bears." It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, dude. It's a dream job, but like people,
Eli Manning did that. He,
I know,
Guess
but
what? He beat
Eli,
us twice in the Super Bowl
Eli
because he did that.
Manning's also a scumbag. I also don't like Eli Manning.
Do you like either Manning?
I like Peyton.
I don't like either one of them.
I like Peyton
I think they're
because
too much. I think they're fake.
But Peyton has provided like such battles with Tom Brady. It's like those matchups when we were younger. Like did we not look forward to those games so
Well,
much?
so that would maybe bring me into my next point. Is now again we have a little bit of a storyline going into this weekend of divisional round. For the first time ever, Patrick Mahomes will be traveling to Buffalo on the road.
They're gonna lose.
to face Josh
They're
Allen. Now, this has been
100% losing.
I think that this matchup right here, these two guys, is becoming a Brady Manning-esque type.
I agree.
Type level.
I
where
agree.
now it's happening multiple years in a row.
And
The
Mahomes
scene-
is Brady, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean,
And
you
Allen's
can't
Manning.
say that he's not, right, Al? He's undefeated
Well,
versus
if
the Bills.
you're going versus that, yeah. Well, we all know that the Bills are choke artists. Everyone knows that. This is what I call a win-win game. Whoever wins means the other team loses, and it's good for me. If the Chiefs lose, good.
You're happy with
Mahomes
that.
is out.
Am I the only one with
Allen loses, good. Allen's out. He's a choke artist. I win either way in this game. This is what we call a win-win game. Me and my kid are hot as a motherfucker about this game.
Am I
'Cause
the
you can't
only
lose.
one-
These are
Kids-
great games.
Kids 9.
Yes.
Am I the only one that still has a hat in the ring for my Super Bowl pick?
Justin, you've picked this. You've picked the Bills as the Super Bowl 5 years in a row.
It's not true.
When does it stop? When do you not get
Not
credit?
true.
When they
So
honestly.
It's not
So-
true. I picked Bucks to win the year that they won.
You picked Tom Brady to win?
Yes, I did.
he is going on
Yes,
a
I
left. Do you
did.
remember, was this the one? Didn't he say it was a dark horse pick last time?
That was me. That's me.
Okay. Oh,
I'm
you
the
said
dark horse guy.
Okay.
I'm like Justin Herbert for dark horse. Like he's the fourth.
No, mine was Russell
He's
Wilson.
the fourth favorite. That's not a dark
Mine
horse.
was Dark Horse Russell Wilson MVP.
You
and
guys
that
had
certainly did
you
not
and Jay
happen.
Fine lost your NFC pick with the Rams. Al's still alive with Baltimore and the 49ers.
Oh yeah, I forgot
I
about
told you the
that.
Lions,
I forgot
dude.
about the Rams that you were on. You were like the Rams. They're playing great. They're
They
doing all this
are
stuff.
playing great. They lost by 1 point.
They lost.
I understand,
But you were
They're
making it-
still playing. They were still playing great at that stretch of the
I
season.
wonder how
The last
they're hitting
stretch of
them.
the season.
Are they hitting them straight because they're playing fucking golf right now?
Listen, let me tell you something else though. That boy out of Texas, out of Houston's a bad man. That number 7 can sling a football.
Yeah,
And
we'll
it
see
is
this week, but yeah,
something
I
pretty
agree.
to see.
They got so much speed on that
If you're
team.
a Texans fan,
do have a
dude,
lot of speed.
you're hoping
Speed.
that that's your quarterback for the next 15 to 17 years.
Yeah.
Don't let him go fucking anywhere. He throws a ball over 50 yards in the breadbasket,
Year
and it's
two.
like effortlessly.
You got to
dude.
wait till year 2, though, guys. Everyone got to wait for year 2.
'Cause
Mac Jones, everyone thought was the fucking second coming of fucking Christ.
You would
Let's
say,
wait till year 2.
See, this is what I mean. That's
so what
you.
are we
That was
doing?
you that
Like
did
we
that.
still have Mac. We still have Bailey.
They're gonna sit on in case whoever's next
still
gets
have
hurt.
Steven
That's when they
Belichick.
get. That's no. Gerard Mayo said it too because everybody asked him about coordinators or the Belichick's gonna stay. He said everybody that's here isn't my staff. So expect change. I expect changes to be made, dude. If he's a head coach, dude, put your balls on the line, dude. Get everybody the fuck out of there and get the people that you want in there. You're the head coach now. It's your time, cabron. You got to step up.
Steven will go wherever his father goes. Let's be realistic.
So will Brian.
Yeah.
Both of them. Why the fuck wouldn't they? They go, oh, Dad, no, we're not going to go with you. We're going to stay with Gerard Mayo.
Well, yeah,
Why
plus-
the fuck would
plus
they do that?
The Patriots aren't winning a Super Bowl in the next 3 years, let's be honest, most likely.
Yeah, most likely. I
Belichick
said-
has a chance to pick where he wants to go, cherry pick it, and he can win a Super Bowl.
But
He's
it's
probably gonna win
not
a Super Bowl the first
Atlanta,
year.
dude. He's
Who
not
knows?
winning with
You get a
Atlanta.
bridge quarterback over in that system, it's possible.
That's not Atlanta.
That's an easy division too. We talk
Dead
about
easy.
That's the easiest division, arguably
Fucking
in the
Baker
NFL.
Mayfield just won the division. 9-8.
Winning 9 games.
9-8.
Yeah.
So Bill, so that's basically Bill's benchmark probably to what he's going to go for. 9,
I
10
actually,
wins.
honestly, I'm kind of low key becoming a fan of fucking Baker right now.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Why?
He's in the right system. He's everything Johnny Manziel wishes he could be.
Exactly. Because he's playing with fucking fire in his belly right now. Is he not?
I'm literally looking at Baker Mayfield. and
Did he
I'm
not
literally
just
like,
beat the shit out of the Eagles, dude?
I'm like, dude, this is what Johnny Manziel could have
Yeah.
been, dude.
Yeah.
Are you fucking
I
serious,
do think
dude?
that we're going to have an all-time Baker game, though, in one of these playoff games, and it's probably going to be
4
this week.
interceptions.
3-4 interceptions,
Yeah.
him like hurting his fucking shoulder and like doing the whole 9. You got to give him one thing.
Yeah.
No one has more heart than Baker.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
got
dude.
hot
He's got the
dude.
fire in his
Hot
belly right
fire.
now.
Like when my quarterbacks,
Something I wish you
when
two
my
had.
quarterbacks
Oh, please.
whipping smelling
Loses.
salts down the lane like Ray Lewis, just like screaming, grunting like a dog. Like people probably see that and they're like, dude, our quarterback's ready to go today.
Yeah, he's a fucking animal.
Yeah,
He's
it's
a
like-
dog. Do you think that he would be complaining about sleeping on a recliner at his fucking when his fiance is like getting surgery?
He actually-
no, he wouldn't.
he
He
actually-
would be up, probably sniffing lines.
I'm
dude.
pretty sure he just had a kid in like the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, and still played
And
fucking
still played
football.
Yeah.
Not complaining about his back and his
Baker,
gird.
listen, dude. Baker just like you just said had to find the right place. Again, Cleveland's where quarterbacks go to die. Like
Yeah.
they just go to die, dude.
Cleveland,
Like, I
they
don't know what
can't
to tell
win
you.
if
They
it's up to
can't-
quarterback
yeah,
play.
it's
You know?
not-
I would love to see you sit in a chair for 36 hours and not complain about your back.
I would be
To
just
you,
fine.
I wasn't complaining to her.
You
I
were
was being a
complaining
rock.
to her. She told me that you were
Yeah,
complaining
she told
on the
you.
phone.
She told you.
Yes, I check in with
Yeah,
people,
she
make sure
told
people
you.
are doing
You're right.
okay.
You're a fucking maniac. You know that?
Listen,
you just say the
you
weirdest
want-
shit
hold
all
on.
the time.
Let's make some bet. If I lose the bet, I'll sit in a fucking chair for 36 hours that he claims that he did, even though he was going back and forth to his house, bringing his
I
dog
had
to my
run
house.
I ran around
So
like
he
a
ran all
fucking
these
maniac.
errands. So he didn't spend 36 hours in a chair. So that's a lie.
We were there for
But
36
I will
hours.
go to sleep, and I will go to sleep in a fucking lawn chair. Not even a recliner with padding. I'll go to sleep in a fucking lawn chair and be just fine.
Yep. I'm sure you will.
I needed water, dude. My mouth was parched. It's parched.
All right, what else you got on there besides fucking
That was
Patriots?
that's
Patriots, like, I mean, obviously right now, guys, new coaching staff, you can't have any expectations for them. I have absolutely zero expectations for them, which is a good thing, I feel like, because
clean slate, fresh piece of paper.
I get worried that our defense is in prime fucking status right now. It's prime. It's in its prime years, and I think we're going to waste them on however we waste them. So I would like Marvin Harrison, bridge quarterback. Let's get these fucking things. If they don't do those things, if they draft Jaden Daniels, the best we can be is a first round playoff exit. That's the best we can be.
Yeah.
But would you be suffice without year one if that kid got us to the playoffs? Would
Yes,
you be like,
but it's
okay.
all about year two. This
I
is the problem with
understand. I
Mac.
understand.
Mac did that.
No, but
year
here's the
one.
thing is
It's
why
all
I
about year
don't,
two.
because I want a better draft pick again. So no, I don't want a first round exit.
So you want to stink again?
I would prefer, if we're not even going to make it out of the first round, I would prefer
okay. All
to
right.
stink again.
Okay, I know
We'll
what you
get
mean.
another pick.
Okay, you don't want pick 15 to 20.
No, give me a top 10 pick.
Right now, our whole entire thing, I actually like the position I'm in terms of I just get to root against people. I kind of like that. I'm not rooting for anybody. He just farted. It smells like cum, if you guys were wondering.
Yep.
Oh,
That
jeez.
burp definitely smells like cum.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Nice.
Smells like Bill Belichick's cum. I'd suck Bill off.
I
I'd
know
suck
you
him
would.
off. Him
Oh
and
my
Brady,
God.
dude.
You know that you
One
would.
time for all the good times. Honestly, guys, how many good times did we get because of these two players?
Unlimited.
It's absurd.
Unlimited.
So people should have some respect for them. That's all I'm saying.
Unlimited. We got
We
to watch.
do. We just got sick of losing.
We got to watch records be broken. We got to watch the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, dude. It's like you're so spoiled. People will live and die and not even see half of what we've seen.
It's crazy.
Do you think Bill wanted to leave because their game plan is to keep Mac Jones?
No, I don't think Bill wanted to leave. Why would Bill want to leave somewhere, Justin, that he has all the control, Justin? Why? Why would you, if you had the keys to the city, why would you want to
He
leave?
didn't have all the control, because if he had all the control, Brady would have been gone 2 years before he did. He was.
Sorry, but the owner literally stepped in, who owned the team, was like,
So
no,
that's not
dude.
all the control.
I know, but like to an he was he's the only
Bill
GM head
Belichick
coach.
is so good that he's seen the writing on the wall. He was trying to prevent what has been happening the past 3 years. Would you agree or disagree?
With what?
The state of the Patriots the past 3 or 4 years.
5 years
5
since
years.
2018. Bills tanked the team.
Since the past
Via
5
draft.
years. Okay, whatever.
So didn't we win in 2019?
Okay.
2020. Just say 2020 when
No, I'm not.
the year
I'm not.
We lost to
Because
the Titans first round. That's what you're saying? That year.
no, I'm saying even before that. Whatever the year Sony Michel and Isaiah Wynn were drafted, whatever year that is, from starting from that on.
Do you know that I can look up Hold on, listen.
No,
Listen
because
to me. Listen to me.
No, I'm not done yet,
No.
because you always fight back with me when I even expressed the
But
whole
you
thing
can
about
look at Mel
George-
Kiper had Sony Michel higher than Nick Chubb. People had this stuff. You guys, like, obviously it's a miss, but other experts had him higher. It's not like he went and picked someone out of the
I
clouds.
don't care. Mel Kiper doesn't work for the Patriots.
I get it. So I get what you're saying. Like, obviously it's a bad miss, but
I mean,
a
we
lot of people
drafted
had him.
N'Keal Harry over DK Metcalf. So
DK Metcalf was picked in the third round.
And A.J.
So
Brown.
like
Ooh.
97
A.J. Brown.
people, 97 people.
And Terry
passed him over.
McLaurin.
Yeah,
And Debo Samuel.
But they're all third rounders, so that means
They're not all third rounders. They weren't.
Debo was a third rounder.
Debo wasn't a third rounder. Debo, I believe, was in the second round or late for. Let's go ahead. Let's
Look it up. Let's go back to this shit.
Let's look it up because
It's all you could do that the whole year. What about
We
what about
can.
the 198 people that were picked before Tom Brady?
All I'm saying,
Who cares?
the point I was trying to
That's
make.
irrelevant now.
But you can't slight him for the stuff that he missed on, and then not give him credit
Debo
for the
was,
stuff he
but
won.
Debo again, like said, Debo was in the second round. He was the 4th overall pick in the second round. Like,
Okay, so 37 teams passed on him.
yeah, he was the 36th overall.
Yeah, but people
35.
draft what they need, dude. You don't. Not everyone's taking wide receivers.
How many wide
How
receivers
mo-
went
how
before
many-
Debo?
that's
That's the question.
the real question.
That's the question.
How many wide receivers went before Debo?
Yes.
So if it's 2, then
I mean-
what are we talking about?
Yeah, Debo's obviously better than N'Keal Harry. I think that if we line Justin up, he might have more catches
Then N'Keal Harry.
than N'Keal Harry, even though he runs like a fucking penguin. His feet go like that.
It's not
That's
my
how he
fault.
runs.
It's because I'm just so lanky. So basically, all I was trying to say, and the point I was trying to make, is that Bill Belichick has seen the writing on the wall with this team, and
Well, it's-
Kraft stepped in and changed and made him do what he wanted to do. Bill Belichick has had a bad taste in his mouth and is putting out a dog shit product because of that.
Are you seeing this? They're like giving Instagram ads here that say like, "Are you registered to vote? Check your voter registration." It's like, what are you doing social media shit like this for? Like it's built into the app. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's stupid.
They're gonna steal another election, Jay Fine.
Oh, I know.
They're gonna steal it.
I don't think so. They're not putting. They're not putting.
Oh,
Fucking
they're gonna steal it.
Stealing the
Jay
shit
Fine.
out of it.
Jay Fine knows.
Dude, I was talking about it. I'm not even joking. This morning in a group text
Yeah.
with people.
Do you
They're
think
taking it,
Sleepy
dude.
Joe is going to win again? You legitimately think
He
that?
won last year. They told him he had 90 million votes. There wasn't anyone at any of the stuff. It's
Yeah.
the mail-in
And people
ballots.
believe it.
I
That's
know,
the
but the
crazy
people
thing.
that now
This is
all
fucking
these
insane.
people seen. All you have to do is go to the fucking grocery store.
Doesn't matter, dude.
Just go shopping.
Doesn't matter.
Go spend $250 on fucking eggs, milk, and some fucking
I
ground
lost
beef, dude.
a sizable bet. A sizable bet on Donald Trump winning last
Last
election.
election.
Like a sizable bet.
What
Some
is
would
it?
call it a nuclear whale of a bet.
The only wide receiver taken before fucking N'Keal Harry was
did you bet on?
was Hollywood Brown.
That he would win the election.
Yeah,
I
but
went to
who-
sleep on some
But
sites.
with who? Oh, on a legitimate betting site.
no.
Oh.
Oh
Yes, but
my
no.
God, this is fucking terrible.
Illegal
if you fucking
bookmakers,
look at
okay?
this shit. This is fucking ridiculous.
I went to sleep. I was already spending the money, Jay Fine. I had it spent. The red wave.
We all knew it.
I
Yeah.
had it spent.
Yeah.
I went to sleep. I got drunk. I was drinking scotch. I'm like, it's done. It's unbelievable. I woke up. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
They stole it right underneath our eyes, dude.
Right underneath.
Right underneath it.
Well, you know what they did? They fucking waited until everything was done, and they knew how much he was up by, and then they were like, dump him, and they just fucking
Dump.
like,
That's
we
it.
just needed to
Let's
beat
make it.
whatever they
Let's
had.
make it
Yeah.
close-ish.
The most
Yeah.
voted for president of all time. Yeah, my father was dead for fucking a year
Your father
and a
voted.
half,
I guarantee your
and my
father
father voted.
I guarantee he voted.
100%.
You should check the rolls.
only
It's gonna be like Tommy Boy
That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
in
it's
real
like,
life, dude. Oh,
hey,
Black
how
Sheep
did
was that
my-
Black Sheep?
How did my
Yeah.
dead father vote for Joe Biden? I'm very confused by that.
Guys, don't worry about the bread truck dropping off 15 fucking pallets of votes at the voter station. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
At 3:00 in the morning, and then
Yeah.
the cameras all of a sudden go down. Don't worry about that. Don't
We're
look
just,
at that
we're
whatsoever.
hand counting them. All the machines
you're
are
hand
broken
counting
too.
them.
We're hand counting them. Don't worry. We'll be honest about it.
We took
Crazy.
Joe like
I don't think
this-
there's anything we can do about
This
it.
is so fucking. This
No.
is
It
so
is what it
bad.
is.
This is fireable. What I'm looking at is fireable, but it's okay. It's okay because what I say just goes in most people's ear and out the other.
Do you
but
think
like,
that Hollywood Brown should have been drafted?
Hollywood
N'Keal
got
Harry?
taken.
Yeah.
Hollywood got taken at 15. N'Keal Harry got taken as the last pick in the first round. 4 picks later, Debo Samuel gets taken. 7 picks after that, we took a cornerback by the name of Joe Juwan Williams. I want
he
you all
stinks.
to
He
realize
stinks.
Joe Juwan Williams sucked fucking dick. Okay, he sucked dick. He sucked so bad. 5 picks after that. 5 picks after that. After we drafted a cornerback from Vanderbilt that is probably the worst SEC school of all history. AJ Brown was taken by the fucking Eagles. 5 picks later. And AJ Brown grew up in a diehard, wanted it salvated at the mouth to play for the Patriots. And we passed on him. We didn't even think about fucking taking him. We took some jerk off.
AJ Brown sucks.
Jerk off. It's the jerk.
That was a bad draft. We can admit that that's a bad draft.
This is bad, but we could do this. We can go into next year.
Every team, every single coach. It's not just us.
But you're wondering why in 2023,
it's so difficult. The average
in
length
2023, why we suck so fucking bad. It all stems from stuff previous like this because we're not set up for fucking success.
The average length of time for an NFL play is like 2.5, 3 years. That's what they play. It's not fucking rocket science.
And I get
they
that,
don't all hit.
but like even
his hits are bigger than his losses.
Even our free agency has been horrible.
Yes.
Not as of the past 5 years, Al. No.
Even our free agency has been bad.
So Judon was a bad free agent.
1,000%.
One.
Hunter Henry and Joe Juwan and
Hunter Henry was a great free agent pickup.
What about Jonnu Smith?
Jonnu Smith was not good.
Okay, cool, great.
But Hunter Henry was definitely good.
We got 1 and 1.
We needed a wide receiver.
Hunter Henry hasn't been to a Pro Bowl since he joined our team. That's good.
Right, but he also had like 9 touchdowns this year.
He showed some like this year. Bailey Zappi peppered the shit out of Hunter Henry. That was his favorite target because that's the only feasible target I think on our offense. Juju Smith-Schuster, go fucking TikTok dance somewhere else. You're trash. I would rather Jacoby Myers about and I wasn't even really.
Jacoby Myers either. He sucks too.
I know, but
he's not anything special. I would have rather took a chance with Juju just to see what he had. We know what Jacoby Myers is. Jacoby Myers is dead to me when he did that fucking lateral. He's dead to me.
Yeah, he should be dead for you. That was basically his job off the Patriots.
I thought Douglas showed some potential. I think
Pop Douglas is legit.
I think he'd be a solid slot if you put 2 good pieces around him.
That's like a 6th round pick.
5th round.
But he won't get any credit for that if he becomes one of the best.
I just gave you credit.
I said I like Pop. I said Pop. I like Pop. You pick Christian Gonzalez. That's a great pick. That's a great pick.
Couldn't even get through a season.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean shit. You can't worry about injuries. At the same time,
injuries happen. If an injury happens to somebody, I'm cool with that. But when you take Tyquan Thornton instead of George Pickens, you're a full-blown retard. Tyquan Thornton in 2 years has done nothing.
George Pickens sucks too.
He's caught 11 passes. I know George Pickens sucks. He's
way better than Tyquan Thornton, but he sucks. I wouldn't want him on my team. He's what we call a cancer.
That's crazy that you wouldn't want someone like that on your team.
He's a cancer.
He's ferocious. He's a dog.
He's a cancer, dude. He's a
cancer. How's he a cancer?
He throws temper tantrums on the sideline. That kid, he won't be in the league in 4 years. He won't be in the league in 4 years. He's gonna run himself out.
Oh my God, bro!
Guaranteed. Write that down.
Imagine
write that on your fucking notebook.
Imagine if you were a professional football player.
Pickens
you wouldn't throw a single temper tantrum
after when you're wide open in your fucking team.
No, I wouldn't do that. Your
quarterback's dog piss.
No, because you have to put the team first. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. If you're wide open.
Yeah, okay, buddy. He almost gets thrown out of a flag football league coach.
That's this guy.
You're yelling at a fucking referee. That's probably
totally
fucking
different.
His balls just dropped, and you're mad that the fucking the offsides or the play wasn't blown dead. You almost got thrown out of a league for that shit, but you're gonna tell me that you didn't throw a temper tantrum
you
on
told
the sidelines?
The guy you were gonna stab him. Your own coach. You told your own assistant coach you were gonna stab him.
People should be aware of what's gonna happen. Okay? So I gave the guy full. I gave him full warning.
I'll just say
get the fuck out of my face.
Look who's calling the podcast? Who's calling the kettle pot black, dude? This kid right here, bro, would have more personal fouls in the NFL
100%
than Richie Incognito. He'd make Richie Incognito look like a saint.
I am not defending my actions. I'm saying flipping out on a referee and flipping out on your own teammates is 2 totally different things. That's 2 totally different things to me.
Okay? You're trying.
Kyle Everett headbutting a fucking umpire is different than him punching his own teammate in the face.
He never punched his own teammate in the face.
That's my point.
You're just making allegations about George Pickens, though.
George Pickens is a cancer. You can already tell. He's Antonio Brown
So are you
Jr.
a cancer to the team that you coach?
No. Not a cancer to the team. I'm fighting for my team that they shouldn't be getting screwed by these refs that are blind and dumb and retarded.
And George Pickens just wants to do good for his team.
The ball's on the ground. In flag football, once the ball hits the ground, it's done. It's on the ground. The whole stadium's like, okay, next play. Then they pick up the ball and then they throw a touchdown. They call the touchdown. Everyone's screaming, balls on the ground.
And Al's
You don't expect somebody, and then they steal you it down. They can't count to 4.
And see where we're going, where the thing starts to pile up.
Yes, but
and
that's
Al just
not me.
starts-
That's not me being a cancer to my own team. That's me fighting against someone else. Do you understand the difference?
I'm also saying though, don't you have a lot of emotion? Me and Justin are trying to just say that George
That's all
Pickens
we're
shows a
trying to
lot of
say.
emotion. He cares a lot, and you could also defend George Pickens in the sense that in the instances that he does get mad,
He didn't block for Warren that time.
It's the smartest move I've ever seen someone do. If you watch what happened to Tank Dell, you would understand. Tank Dell should have never been blocking on the 2-yard line.
Bro, you gotta block at all times. This is soft. This league's soft. You're a soft human being.
I'm not a soft human being.
If y'all got the wide receivers are supposed to block.
They are.
Pickens should put some fucking weight on. Stop being a whiny little fucking bitch and throw a block for your fucking wide receiver. If that was me, Mike Tomlin needs to start running house. That's what he should do. He should have went in there and beat the piss out of George Pickens and said, "You're not going to fucking block." I would bench that guy. He would have been benched if that was Belichick. Belichick would have benched him for a half, and people would have been like, "Why'd you bench him?" I'm not talking personnel. That's probably why fucking Malcolm Butler was out of that Super Bowl. He probably didn't fucking do a simple fucking thing that you were hired to do. This is what I'm talking about. Pickens didn't block for Warren. Now, and then he's fucking flipping out on the sidelines. He's a loser, dude. He's not going to be in this league in 4 years. Just like I'm probably not going to be coaching my kids' team in 4 years. I can admit it, though. I can admit it.
You should admit it.
I'm going to admit it. Like
the first step.
I'm not saying that I'm the beacon of how someone should act. Absolutely not.
We're not saying George Pickens is, but I would say I'd want him on my team.
I would rather somebody that cares too much that doesn't care enough on my team.
Especially when we're comparing him to somebody like Tyquan Thorne, who's literally made of... Tyquan Thorne has the exact same build as my notebook.
George Pickens is pretty small.
He has 11 career catches in 2 years. He's played I think a total of 6 games.
Do you have anything else on this list?
No, Justin,
sports?
I have fucking nothing else. If you want to talk about anything else that you could possibly think about.
Have you seen any movies lately?
No, I haven't seen a movie.
I do want to see The Beekeeper.
I want to see The Beekeeper.
Me too.
I have a clip that's doing pretty good. Kids been doing impersonations.
Over under 400K right now.
Ooh.
I'm going to say over.
Under.
No, I'm going to say over. Did you check it recently?
No.
Under 400K?
Yes.
Over.
I took the under.
We're at 433.
What'd I tell
Wow.
you? What'd I tell you?
When we started, it was 260.
We said a
No,
number.
it was 300.
No, when I looked when we sat down, it said 260.
No, you had to reset your thing.
Yeah, to just
Maybe.
It was like 24 last night. It's on Wildfire, and Nico did absolutely nothing for it. But you know what? He had the instinct to make the video. Like, yeah, okay.
And that's got to count for something.
Of course it does. People are trying to say that he had no creative bones in his body. I agree to that. But he did.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a good.
They're looking to go. They're like, you don't have a creative bone.
No, go
in your
look
body.
at that. There's people.
You think I'm lying about that?
No. He's not lying.
Yeah.
There's
People said that?
There's like 5 or 7. Yeah, there's
Oh, wow,
a good
it was
amount.
113 comments.
Yeah, no, there's a good amount of comments on it. Yeah, no, there's a lot.
That's so funny.
There's a lot of action going on the in the comment section. I fight back at somebody. I fight back at everybody that comments negatively.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, what creative side do you bring to this table? Absolutely. And then they're like,
you are an absolute loser if you try for stealing people's content.
yeah, they think I'm stealing. First of all, I'm not. You're not
Hold
stealing
on.
at all.
That's crazy because they have that feature for a reason, and it basically tags the guy as well. So it's like it's crazy to even think
Absolutely.
that
So
that's
it's not
stealing.
like no one gets any type of. I don't get anything from it. Like the guy's like, you want all the attention. I get none of the attention. I literally, to me,
Yeah, first
if
of all,
you want,
you're
if you want the background,
Some may say that you taking a shit and having no teeth in is the reason why this popped, not because of that.
Well, I think the
accent.
original video has like 3 or 4 million views, but
Yeah.
that's okay. Maybe you're right. Let's put that on there. That's probably why.
100%.
yeah, no, and the story just behind that. Again, with social media, you guys
I'm a
can all
glutton for the pics, dude.
You guys all get how it goes. I woke up in the morning. All I had on was a sweatshirt, my skippies. I went to go take my morning shit.
You sleep
And-
with a sweatshirt on?
No, I just put that on. It was
okay.
like literally. It was
You
like
shit first thing in the morning?
It was like I had a shit.
Oh yeah, I go right on.
I had a
That's
shit.
impossible.
You
got a
you
weird
are like
system.
a fossil
Yes,
dog,
yeah.
like for real. You can't jerk off in under 30 seconds. You can't do a lot of things.
No,
you can't,
not 30 seconds. It's like 3 hours. he
No,
said.
I know. I'm just saying,
3
like,
hours
it's
is crazy.
Can you do me a favor? Dead serious. I mean, then we were gonna let Nico. I think next time you jerk off, I want a timer. Just send a picture to the group chat of the timer.
I will say I've been out of the game for a little bit, so it's probably
It's gonna be.
Oh,
quicker.
so we're gonna
quicker.
get skewed numbers. You're saying
I've been out of the game. You're not going to get proper data.
you're not gonna get proper data.
not getting proper
understand
data,
that.
right.
All right, so then
Understand.
give us your fifth one in.
What do
Okay,
they say?
then.
What do they say? Non-official. Non-official
Yeah,
time.
non-official. Yeah.
Non-official time.
The unofficial.
We're getting
Yeah,
the
yeah,
I'm gonna
non-official
get my
time.
unofficial
Unofficial
time for sure.
Yeah, no. So again, like literally just woke up, took a shit. I thought I watched that video before I recorded myself, and then I didn't understand. Then I didn't remember that you have to hit microphone when you're recording on TikTok. So like, it really was an accident that my voice, my laugh's not there. Everyone's saying I'm fake laughing.
I can tell you, he's definitely not fake laughing. He watched it. We had an hour and a half ride commute today, some fucking crazy stuff. And he watched that video 8 times and was laughing the same exact way every time.
It makes me
yeah,
laugh,
I was
dude.
laughing too, dude.
It's just fucking.
When
funny.
he drops that bag, you're dead. When he does that, that's the best part of the video.
It's
You can
funny.
hear the bag drop.
It is
It's
funny.
good. He's way more talented than us. I gave the guy a follow. I gave him a nice pity follow.
There you go.
His name's Pete Hack.
Yeah.
I believe Pete Hack.
wicked
Or if
funny.
I'm Haish,
I think it's
maybe I'm-
Flack. I think
is
it's
it Flack?
Yeah, I think it's Flack.
Absolute right. Yeah, go.
I'm the chef. You think you can take me down? I'm the beekeeper. Oh no, I'm so scared. You kidnapped my son. Do you know who I am? I'm the mailman. Oh yeah. I'm the florist. Someone stole millions of dollars and kidnapped the son of a very wealthy
This is so
Asian diplomat.
accurate.
Well, you found the right man for the job. I'm the electrician. I've got an Uber Eats order for a dead man. That's right.
That's funny.
I'm the chef. You think
That is the best, dude.
Do you guys like comedy specials at all? I mean, obviously I know Al does, but Nico, I don't really. Did you watch the new Dave Chappelle special?
I'm not up to date on comedy
I
specials.
feel like I think he's gonna get a take that he doesn't like Chappelle as much anymore. He's lost a step.
He was the GOAT, but like he fell into that trap that like a lot of these comedians fall into where they just think they can just get on a stage and be preachy for like an hour and it's a comedy special. It's like he don't really got jokes anymore. He's just preaching and like trying to give lessons. But like,
He's
like,
talking.
He's talking, bro. He's talking. And like that's cool, that's entertaining, but that's not comedy to me anymore.
That's
True.
just like a night with Dave Chappelle. That's what
Yeah.
it should be called.
You know, another thing that I've noticed in comedy in the past 2 years, and maybe this is just the social media side of this, and I just noticed this more than anybody else. I use it with Matt Rife. It's almost not like they have like jokes prepared or skits, but they use the audience
It's
for
just crowd work.
Yeah,
it's
just
called
crowd.
crowd work, but
I know. So
Sometimes like I just think like you like walk through the day like the way he just said that, it was like, have you even noticed the sky is blue? Like he just said like he's like trying to say like comedians are using crowd work. Like that to me is the craziest
it's so
thing. Like,
funny.
you put that together, like you were just like, wow, they're really using the audience a lot lately.
Yeah, that's how I looked at it. Well, I mean, like that's how much I guess I'm out of touch with comedy. I thought that
Yes.
maybe you could do that for a segment.
Yeah.
Some
For,
people
like-
do only crowd work.
Well, now I'm
Didn't
noticing.
Stavros just do a crowd work special?
Okay, so
he did
here,
one and
here we
Matt
go.
Rife did one, yeah.
So that's a thing. I did not know that.
That's
I-
it.
They've been doing it for
knew-
years now,
I knew
but yeah.
that obviously every once and then, like, you know, Bobby looks down and says like, well, what do you?
I think
you know,
that's
well,
honestly some of the funniest stuff comes out of
in
that.
which I get it. But then when I also think of a stand-up comedian, though, I'm also thinking about
like set jokes.
yes,
Yes.
sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then if you're just trying to tell
I
me
think you gotta
that's a
mix
different,
It's like some of my
that's all.
favorite comedy
like
is
that's
like if
mixed
you-
into your playbook.
Yeah.
Storytelling.
Yeah.
I like a good callback, and I like solid crowd work.
Callback. What's that?
Like a callback, like,
Like
if
a
I
date back to time.
no, like
You
if
do
I,
it on the podcast all the time. Like I made, like I told, like I did a call back to Justin sleeping on his recliner, him being a bitch, and Baker Mayfield wouldn't do that. Like, you know what I mean? So something earlier in your set,
Yep.
you're saying something that
Yeah, I've
you know what I
seen.
mean, that you're
Yeah,
going
you see a
back
lot
to.
of comedy guys almost end skits like that too.
Yeah, they're going back to something they said in
The
the
first joke.
beginning. Yes.
Yeah, Kevin Hart does that a lot. Like
Yeah, it's
closes.
called a callback.
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
So I like a good, well timed, solid callback. I love that. I love a good story. If you're telling me a story and you take me on a journey with you, and I can like picture it in whatever situation, this
Kevin
crazy
Hart's
situation
really good at that.
You're talking about. I gotta say, like, he's not as good as as people give him credit for.
I think the earlier stuff right before he took off, like right before he got into like Ride Along and all that, those two specials right there, like when he explains about riding on horseback with his boys, it might be one of the funniest things ever. Or when he pissed off an ostrich and it was like running side by side with the car, and where he says like, it's like his body was facing this way and his head was turned like this.
My favorite Kevin Hart moment is when he fucked that girl I went to high school with.
Oh yeah, he did fuck that bro.
I can't believe he cheated on
They
his.
caught it. They caught her on video. Did she set him up?
She must have.
Could have been.
You should try to get her on and see if we could just get her to talk about that.
I
She'll never
probably
talk.
could. And
Just,
then
we just want that story. Then we're just gonna be like, all right,
and
thank
then
you for the
J. Cole
story.
wrote and then J. Cole wrote a song about it. That
Did he?
situation, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Called
that.
Kevin's Heart.
Kevin's hot. Kevin Hart. What do we feel on the Cat Williams thing? Cat Williams kind of blew up.
First of all, did you watch that interview?
I didn't
with
watch the
Shannon
whole thing,
Sharpe?
only the clips.
It's so good. Watch the whole interview.
I
It's
love
like-
Cat Williams.
Cat
too.
Williams. I've been a huge fan of Cat Williams for a long time.
When his special with the green suit.
The green suit special was like probably
That was his best one.
It was so good. That's like a
perfect.
special you can
Front to
watch
back.
front to back multiple times, even years later. It's still wicked funny. If you've never seen
His
it, Nico,
delivery is
you
unbelievable.
have to
I
watch
think
that
Cat
special.
Williams. I just think a little bit different of Cat Williams. I think Cat Williams is just a little bit nuts. He's just a little bit talking a little crazy.
He might be for sure.
Like
He
I
might
don't like
legit-
all the stuff that he said on with Shannon Sharpe that obviously went
Well,
viral.
because you're a fan of Kevin Hart, so he was kind of anti Kevin Hart, saying that he was in the Illuminati and shit.
Right. In which I'm not even that like.
Yeah,
I'm not even like dug that
J5
deep into it.
probably
I'm
knows
not even like
shit.
taking it that hard, like that and anything. I'm just saying in general for Cat Williams, I feel like he's been out of the game a little bit, been a little bit out of the loop ever since he got beat up by a group of teenagers when he was all drugged out in the projects.
He did get beat up. That was
I
embarrassing.
just think sometimes when he's saying stuff for clicks, like, but he is also, there's also stuff like that he is saying, do you want to believe do I believe everything that the guy says? Fuck no. I think he's fucking nuts. I think he's a little tapped out.
But I will say is like the people that like didn't deny it, anything that he was saying.
Well, some people are going to say, like, I'm not going to punch down. So, like, The Rock didn't even answer, I don't think.
Yeah,
Certain people, it's like, why would he?
Charles Barkley asked them live while they were doing like, they do like Manning cast for games.
Yeah.
They do the same thing for TNT. So they had the Plastic Cup Boys and Kevin Hart. And Kevin Hart just said, Chuck, what do you do at a circus? Do you watch the clowns or do you join in? Basically saying like, dude, am I really going to entertain Cat Williams right now?
I think Cat Williams is 1,000 times better comedian than Kevin Hart. 1,000
Maybe
times.
2,000.
That's just that. I mean, hey, to each his own.
And I like Kevin Hart. I like his
You guys
movies.
think
I
you-
watch his shit. I mean,
That
but-
airplane movie sucked.
yeah, that was his first movie.
No.
Oh, you mean Lift?
Not Soul Plane.
Oh, I thought you meant
Talking
Soul Plane.
about Lift.
Yeah,
I haven't watched
his
it.
movies.
I fell asleep,
I
so.
like when he's in movies. I don't like his movies. Like like Ride Along's fantastic. Ride Along's a great movie.
Yeah, but then
Jumanji's a great movie.
yeah, the Jumanjis were good. Yeah, you like him as a bit character.
Secondary.
Yeah, like a secondary character.
Yeah,
Side
absolutely.
character. You
Well,
like him as the token black guy. Just say it.
Just say it.
No,
Just say
because
it.
I
No,
don't
say
think
it.
We
I
know
don't think
that-
he's token black in those
Just say
scenarios.
it. Just say it. We know you mean it.
Nah, I'm with my brothers.
Just say it.
How you doing on the black girl front? I feel like you're gonna just come
Yeah, I
walking
feel
in
like
one
you're-
day with one.
You think
Like,
so?
I think you're gonna lock one down.
Maybe, man. Maybe. I got another.
Still on a
I
run?
got. I got
he's
another.
on a run.
He's
on a run.
I got another comment this Sunday, and the lady pulls me in. She's like, "Let me ask you something." I was like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah, you
I
knew it.
already
You
know
knew it.
now.
Yeah, you knew
I
it.
already know. She's like, "What are you?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "What? You Dominican? You Colombian?" I was like, "Oh." She's like, "Are you Albanian? Like, what are you?" I'm like,
Albanian.
I'm like, what do you think I am? She's like, "Oh, well, I just named the three that I thought." I'm like, "No, I'm Italian." And all the girls at the table, I had a group of like all 12 black girls going crazy, howling. Oh, so I come back to the table. She's like, but you got something in you. She's like, you definitely get neck from colored girls, don't you? And I was just like, oh my God,
She
dude.
said colored girls.
I'm like,
Holy shit.
I'm like, yeah, you know, definitely have, for sure. And then the other girl's like, well, how is it then? And I was like,
the best.
it's
The best.
I'm like, I'm like, shit's unbelievable. They're like, yeah, like, so everyone's dapping me up, hugging me, like, and then the other girl's like, what it tastes like, and I was just like water, and the other girl's like, that's my fucking boy, and I was like, yeah, hell
This kid's
yeah.
getting all jacked up.
I was like,
He's
yeah,
all
you
fired
know,
up.
tip the cap, you know, when the pitcher comes off the mound, tips
Yes,
the cap
that's what
to
you
the
did.
crowd,
Yeah.
all day. I said, thank you guys, thank you ladies for coming into Wicked Craft. She's like, we're gonna request you next time. I said, name's Nico, I'll be here. See you later.
You didn't pull a single number off that table.
There was not a single number that needed to be pulled off that
Oh, they
table.
were
Besides
all,
the birthday
they were
girl
all
that
400 pounds.
it was besides the birthday girl that somewhat resembled Meg Thee Stallion. I couldn't pay attention. She was beautiful. This girl was beautiful. She was way taller than me, which
That's not really hard to do.
I mean, yeah, this fucking.
I know, but she was like
This kid's on my kid's
I
basketball
know
team. He's 9.
15-year-olds
I think
taller than
she was
you.
all a 6'2" though. She could have broken me. I would have been down for it all
Yeah.
for sure.
You would have climbed that tree.
Oh, dude, like I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
like
because
I
you're
was
probably
just,
falling out of that. You're gonna fall out of it.
yeah.
You're gonna fall out of it. Then you're gonna try to go back in, crack dick. That's
There would've
probably what's gonna happen to you.
There would have
Yeah.
been so much recoil. Would have looked like a 50 caliber fucking machine gun.
Yes.
Just
Just your body fucking flapping around. Ugh, who wants to think about
Nobody
that?
wants to
no
think
one,
of-
bro. I'm
nobody.
disgusting. I got told I look good naked. Stop lying to me, please. Do not lie.
No,
to
that
me.
was a lie, yeah.
That's 100%
That's
a
a
lie.
lie.
I look like that sluggish fucking.
I
Pokemon.
appreciate the lie though. That's a good lie to have.
Sure, but like, like, come on, man! I look at myself every morning in the mirror. You think I'm like, ooh, I look good today.
How do
That's
my eyes
crazy.
look though?
I look skinny fat.
Yeah,
But
so,
yeah.
What do you got going on over
I
there?
don't know. I'm just looking, see if anything was popping up for today.
What happened in today?
How did we do on the Swizz? Did we do any better? I just think we're fucked. I think we're legitimately
We are
fucked.
fucked. I will say that you guys did good for 4 minutes, and then it was just that was a wrap.
I don't think there's anything we can do.
No, there's nothing we can do. The only thing we can do is go to a different platform.
What if we legitimately, and I know I've said this as a joke a few times, but what if like we just read a children's story for the first 7 minutes and then they can hear the
I don't think that anyone's
Then they're
going to
gonna
like,
think we're
stick along for
pedophiles.
that.
Just-
All right. On today's day in history, 1871, the German Empire was established. That was definitely good for the future.
great for the future.
Absolutely, people love that.
This stuff you could take, you know, ask Kanye.
Happy birthday to Kevin Costner.
Oh, Field of Dreams. Is that true? Dances with Wolves? Field of Dreams?
Both are correct.
Yes.
I just had 4,000
Oh, did you hear
streams
about
on the new song.
There you go. Did you hear about this
pretty good.
Alec Mussa shit?
In 1986 was the first celebrated national holiday of Martin Luther King Day.
1986?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had the holiday.
Yep.
It
Yep.
was Monday.
Yep. 1958, Willie O'Ree became the first black athlete to compete in the NHL. Debuted with.
Wayne Gretzky. I don't know. You said debuted with.
I need that clip. 1958.
Oh, 58.
I mean, like this is
58's crazy,
it's
dude.
debut with.
Canadians?
Clip
I
that,
didn't know he
clip
said
that, please,
58.
bro. Clip that, please.
It's not even
Debuted
a
with
good
the
clip, dude.
debuted with the Boston Bruins. I asked who he debuted with. You said Wayne Gretzky.
1958.
That's
Just
what's
threw out a
funny.
hockey player.
That's almost as bad as him saying the Declaration was signed on 1974.
It absolutely is not.
Because it was
Almost,
signed on
almost.
1974.
Not even close, dude.
Yeah, all day long.
You're talking about something they teach you in school since you're a fucking infant, dude.
All right, what do you think? We wrapping this motherfucker up? What are
I
we
think
doing?
we're wrapping this bad boy up.
1911, the first aircraft landed successfully.
I just love that he's doing.
Thanks to the Wright brothers.
You're just gonna be just. I think we should just go out to Nico Facts right now. What was he supposed to be doing? Neekly News? See, that really lasted a
Sneakly
while.
News.
That was
Sneakly News didn't
that
last.
was
That
you
lasted 7
guys'
seconds.
fucking thing for me to do.
You said you wanted to get these quirky stories out there. Sneakly News. You got a few of them.
Yeah, you were like the kid.
And then I just turned it into on this day. Yeah. And then I told you the thing about how the the birds were swearing and they had to get transferred to the other side of the zoo. You guys didn't like that story. That was a great story. Thought that was funny. Parrots were mocking people swearing, so they thought that it was bad, so they moved them to the other side of the zoo.
I mean, I think it's like
On a scale from 1 to 10, how important was that in day to day for you to know?
Not very important.
Not at all.
So would you give it like a 1.2?
I'd probably give it less than that. I'd probably go in the negatives. Just sub
So you
zero.
were
that's
better
in the
off.
negatives.
So
Better off not hearing
So
it,
these
to be
facts, you're basically better off waking up not hearing.
Yes,
pretty
I
much.
would say.
Okay.
I would say so. Well, I think that's going to wrap up the episode.
gotta
Make sure you
shit.
guys like, subscribe. Definitely
been
on
doing shit.
YouTube because we're definitely going to get monetized there. We're going to make so much money on YouTube.
We should just put a like and subscribe.
Can someone please fucking sponsor this podcast so I don't have to listen to this cunt anymore about the swearing? Like, let us swear, dude. If you know anyone that wants to sponsor the podcast,
Dude,
Nico will legitimately
You were
fuck
about
any
to
black
say
girl
that-
you guys
You were
want.
about to say that you would suck their dick.
Nico will suck their dick.
I think he would.
Listen, we'll come
not-
to your business. We will do obscene things and we will ruin your business, but we will love to get sponsored from you guys.
Come, give us sponsorship money, and we will talk about your products where nobody will probably buy them.
Or yes, give us sponsorship money. Bail us out of trouble, and then we're gonna shit on your product afterwards. That's Nico's tagline, right? I'm just gonna shit on your product as soon as it's done. That's Nico's MO. That's what he does. Like,
We're actually the gatekeepers of Mako. If you
Yes.
want to get to Mako, you have to give us the money first.
that's actually, we should be like that. We're the minor leagues.
We are the
You
minor
want to get to the
leagues,
big
yep.
leagues? I should actually become his manager.
Yeah. I agree. All right, guys.
I don't want 10%.
No.
I just
5.
want a shitty fucking.
Just give me 5.
Come on, Jocko's or whatever fucking shitty restaurant he wants to that was sponsoring him.
fucking
sponsor us.
Geronimo's.
Yeah, we'll be like, these chicken wings are so good.
Yeah, so good. Oh my
Unbelievable.
god, I had some.
Oh my God, they
come
just-
off the bone.
Lip smacking.
Yes. All right,
All right.
keep it clean.
That's a wrap.
Thanks for
Like and
nothing.
subscribe.
Thanks for nothing.
Thanks for nothing, dude. Monica.
We're just